school stuff. I got mom stuff. Like, I feel bad because I don't really get to watch a whole lot of everyone else's videos when I want to because Miss Thing here. Okay, are you getting down?
Yeah, I've been so behind on making videos. Like, I think I made one. No, did I make any of my videos planned for February? I don't think I've made any of my videos planned for February. We are live now. I checked on YouTube. You can see my baby in the background sleeping. Kelly had her baby on her lap, and I don't know where her four-legged babies are.
They're probably downstairs up Logan's butt because that's where he's working on stuff right now. He's staining some floating shelves we're going to be putting in. And they like being down there with him. Luna, what are you doing? Okay, sorry. Child.
So, yeah, I had the tarot thing up there, and I'll put it back up once we start talking about it. But let's quickly introduce ourselves. The people in the chat are people who already know us, but, just...
Hold on. Time out. Have you been wearing that robe this whole time that we've been talking?
Yeah.
Shut up. It's cute. Hold on. Let me go get my robe. We got to be robe gang.
She'll be back. Hello, Yaza. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Amanda. I've discovered that people have not been able to see my Instagram posts for some reason, like friends who've been following me for a long time. So I'm trying to figure that out, and I don't understand. Oop, she's back with her robe.
Robe gang.
Woo! Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Duckies.
Rubber ducky.
Yeah.
What? I don't remember the rest of the song from Sesame Street.
Yes, that works.
No, I mean, like when Kelly looks for me on Instagram, she sees it says something that says no posts. And then I have another friend who, when they search for me, can't even find me in the search. But before they couldn't find me in the search, they would also get what Kelly's getting now. So I don't know what's up with that.
It's literally just this screen.
No posts yet, which is so not true. As anyone here can tell you. Wait, let me turn my brightness up. I normally have it really low down.
Same.
I clearly have posts.
All of the posts. And hello, everyone. I'm sorry I stepped away momentarily. I needed to grab my robe because we are robe gang. If you do not have a robe, wrap yourself up in a cozy blanket and just have the Pisces feels because it is what? Pisces season.
Yes, it is, which is perfect for planning with Pisceans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hannah, this is not a word sprint stream. Kelly will be back on my channel with me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for word sprints with Holly Davis joining us. But we were for a while doing a monthly swapping whose channel we did like a plan with me for the month where we drew tarot cards and, would write it down in our journals and then talk about it and things like that. And life happened, so we stopped doing that for a bit. But the schedule worked out. It's now Pisces season, so it was like the stars aligned.
Yes, the universe is working with us.
Finally.
Same time.
Yes. So, Kelly, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Kelly. I'm a fantasy writer, domestic goddess, which is a fancy way of saying I'm stay-at-home mom and wife. I also occasionally captain the Hot Mess Express, which I am currently just parking and leaving at the station and walking away from it because I'm done with the Hot Mess Express right now. So, yeah.
Yay! My name is Sarah Hoffman. I am a self-published author of young adult paranormal romance and new adult sci-fi romance. I make videos here on AuthorTube, as you all probably know by now, about writing and about musical theater. And I host writing sprints every Sunday on this channel at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also host on Twitch at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. And what? Okay, I'm opening an incognito window.
There you go.
To see what this is about, because if people can't see my Instagram.
Well, I know, like, I'm definitely more.
Right. Okay. It says this link, I typed it in and it says it's broken. What?
You get a hold of Instagram and be like, guys. No, you know what you need to do? You need to go on Twitter and you need to like at them, be like, Instagram, what's going on? Because that's what everyone does. Is they just go on.
I did. But I show up in search. But I click on my name in search and it doesn't bring me to my page.
Girl.
Oh my God.
Shadow banned.
Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out after this stream.
Yeah, because I can't even find you. It's not coming up. Because I was gonna link your Instagram in my latest video where I was talking about like, did I actually do any of my goals? And I was like, announcement at the end, and talking about like these streams that we got going on this weekend. And I was gonna like link your Instagram and your YouTube page. I could do the YouTube, but I couldn't do the Instagram because I couldn't find you.
What is wrong? We normally don't do sprints during this type of stream, Klacha. But depending on how fast we talk, we could maybe fit in like a one stream. Or, what if, I know we pulled our cards in advance, but what if we set like a 15-minute timer for people to pull their own tarot cards if they want to?
That sounds good. Because then
or to get their bullet journals out and like their whatever they use to plan the month ahead.
That sounds lovely because I can go get some pregnant lady snacks.
I might get more tea or something. Yeah, so this stream is like a plan with us.
Yes.
Thing that we do.
We used to do it like every month at the end of the month. Like it used to be the last Friday of every month. We would do planning with Pisceans because we are both Pisceans, except Sarah's a little bit of a cusp. She got a little bit of Aries spice to her. But what happened was my life got hectic and we were living in an RV. So we kind of stopped. And now that we're in a house, we can do this again. So...
Yes. So I'm going to pull up the timer because I didn't have it already pulled up because I didn't think we would need it for this non-writing stream. And then I'll just set it and people can do whatever they need to do to get ready for the sprint. And if you pull tarot cards like we do, this is the splash side. This is the spread that we're using today. Kelly and I have already pulled our cards. Actually, I just realized it's not going to let me share the timer and this. So what we're going to do is just remember that you need to pull 5 cards and think about Pisces season as you're doing it.
I was going to say, forest that. Do the forest room.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, girl, get some trees up in here.
I'm going to do the water spirit because Pisces is water.
Yeah, which is really, I told you about getting everyone's birth charts in my house, right?
Yes.
Girl, that was crazy. Logan up in here with his Aries energy sometime getting on my nerves.
I mean, now you understand it.
Where's the forest at? Where did I have it? Oh, it's right here in front of me. I'm freaking blind.
It's okay. It's okay, honey. It's got pregnancy brain.
Well, that's what I keep on saying. And what was it? I was complaining about something the other day, and Logan was teasing me, and he was just like, "Oh, my poor old wife. She's so old and brittle, and she just can't move that well anymore." And I'm just like, "Stop it."
You're like, shut up.
Yeah. I mean, he's right. I can't. I got all sorts of stuff. I got arthritis in my bones. Got scoliosis.
Oh no. Also, congratulations to your pregnant friend Katja, who is doing a week.
Yes.
I know 2 people who gave birth like within 1 week of each other. One gave birth to a little girl, super cute. I made her crochet hats. I sent her 2 already, and I made the 3rd one, but I'm waiting until I get the yarn for the 4th one before I send the 3rd and 4th together. What was I doing? Oh, I was putting up the forest room code.
Okay, this
is something I totally forgot.
Relaxed stream today.
Yeah, 5D, 6K. Nope. That's wrong. Don't type in what I'm saying. Type in what I'm going to show up on screen because I already messed it up. There we go.
Okay. KAQ. Join group. Hell yeah.
Charlie, I use Bernat, I think is how you pronounce it. Bernat. I don't know why you would necessarily pronounce it any other way, but I use either their bulky soft. They call it chunky soft, or I use their baby softy, or is it softy baby? They have chunky soft. They have softy, and then there's softy baby. So I just use all the soft ones.
Girl, what are you talking about?
Yarn.
Showing. Oh,
I was asking what yarn I use.
I was so lost over here. I'm like, chunky soft. What?
They're called weird things. Basically, if you search Bernat soft yarn, you'll see all the different smaller brands that they call it by. And I kind of use whatever color works. Okay, so we're going to start this 15-minute timer where people get, their stuff ready for their monthly planning. And then I haven't yet, because that would be a really big project, but maybe in the future.
No, who could right now? Freaking Kahila. She's on a
Kahila could. Well, I think she's still knitting her blanket. She's not done yet. Tapestry, blanket, whatever you want to call it. I thought it was
husband.
I know. Yeah, she's not done with it yet. The last time I saw, she was I think she had 25 rows left or something.
Yeah, but she did make a sweater somewhere in there too.
I know.
I'm like, girl, what is up with this productivity? You got I bet her freaking moon is a Virgo too. I bet you she's all Virgo.
Have you seen her vlogs where she's like, oh, I did a 24-hour and it was so easy.
Yes.
I did a 12-hour and it was so easy.
Girl,
I would take that power.
I was like, please lend me a little bit. Just a little bit from your pinky finger, girl. Help a girl out. And then
I don't know, maybe we could do a spell and just channel her. We're not siphoning. We're not trying to take it away.
No.
We just want
a little bit of her spirit, help.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, she uploaded a 44-minute video for her 24-hour one that I was watching.
I saw it yesterday. I watched it yesterday.
I was like, girl, that would have taken me all day to upload to YouTube. How's that California internet? Let me know. And she's like, it's okay. It only took 40 minutes. And I was like, oh.
I did some weaving too for a bit, but I don't know. I just found knitting and crocheting more satisfying because, with any stitch, you kind of go up like this. Whereas with weaving, every stitch is or not even stitch, but you know what I mean, is literally as thick as whatever you're weaving through. So it wasn't as satisfying in the moment. Once it hits the 45 mark, I'll start this 15-minute timer so that at the top of the hour, everyone will be ready for us to talk about our tarot cards. No, Shanice, the writing sprints are tomorrow at 9 a.m. Today, this is just like a plan with me for the month. And Charlie said that they have no idea how to use tarot, and that's okay because we talk about it as we do it. So 15-minute timer to get all your planning stuff ready in 3, 2, 1, happy planning productivity.
Today we are bringing back the planning with Pisceans. Who's your baby? Who's your baby? Are you the cutest little puppy? Yes, you are.
I'm gonna close my door. She's still on my bed though, so I might have to text you at some point to be like she wants to leave. We are back. The timer is 10 seconds left, and then we'll share our tarot cards. Kelly, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're just talking about shelves that he's putting up, and I was getting my green beans reheated.
Gotcha. For people who wanted to see the baby, I need to unplug from my monitor. My baby is super cute. Hi, Autumn.
Okay. Sorry.
Cool, Charlie. Shanice was planning stuff out, and then Charlie was planning also, but is like excited to learn about tarot stuff. And Katja was talking in the comments a lot about just what they're gonna write. And people were saying that my mic had been on, even though my camera had been off, so they had all heard me baby talking to my dog, so that's why they wanted to see her.
Okay, at least there's nothing scandalous, like,
I know.
you know, Miss G. Okay, close the door then. I guess. Fine.
I'm obsessed with my dog as much as all of you are, so I just took a picture of her.
She is adorable. She's a very
Come on, look at that. She's cuddled up next to a red heart pillow in her purple bed.
You want to see something cute?
Yes.
So, once upon a time ago, I used to have a little dog. His name was Alberticus, and I called him Albie or Albert.
Mm-hmm.
And he also went by Berto, my little burrito. He obviously has a lot of names, but
That's adorable.
Oh yeah, he was a Papillon Chihuahua mix.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh yeah.
Sounds high strung though, no offense.
Oh no, he was actually really good. Like he was very cuddly, very, very my dog. Very chill. Let me find them. But I was gonna say today, whenever we're talking about tarot, I had to use my oracle cards again because your girl's Shadowscape deck is still
hiding,
missing somewhere. I don't know, but I'm like really. No, it's not out on the RV. I looked out there this morning, baby. I got the oracle cards.
Oh,
yeah, that's what you probably saw. Okay, sorry, I'm still.
Have you prayed to Saint Anthony? That works for finding lost things.
I don't want to generalize here, but whenever I hear saint, I normally think of like Catholic stuff, and I'm not Catholic, so.
I'm not Catholic either, but I've done it since I was a little kid, and it works every time because my babysitter taught me that.
Very interesting.
My mom couldn't find all of her credit cards one day because they're all kept in one place, and she couldn't find that place, and yikes. We're looking for 30 minutes, did the prayer, found it in the next 30 seconds.
Huh. I might have to try that. I honestly think they're just mad at me. Okay, I got to go through all like this stuff that I've been with Logan now for like 5 years, and this was a puppy I got with my ex. And it's really back on my Facebook feed. And then I'm just also seeing all the old hairstyles. Oh, here he is. Okay, let me just find the cutest picture ever of little Berto.
Cute. Yeah, no, I'm not like a fan of Catholic. Oh, so cute.
Yeah, hold on, I got more. He's so sweet. Sweet.
I'm not a fan of Catholicism. I mean, I'm not really a fan of any type of organized religion, but like, because I think it's used as justification for awful things. But that prayer to Saint Anthony happens to be a very good one.
So this was on his birthday. He's a Gemini.
Cute.
And he got all this stuff for his birthday. There's a bed. that his best friend Ben is sleeping in. Kitty Ben.
That's cute.
Yeah, and I did one around Valentine's Day where he had a heart in his mouth, and I can't find that one, but it's like my favorite one because Riley was with a heart pillow, and I was like, I can find this because it's so cute. He was my little buddy. Oh, and then here he was underneath Ducky robe, big stretches.
Oh, that's cute. Riley will sleep on my robe, next to my robe, or like cuddled amidst my robe if I have my robe on my bed.
Aw. Here he is with Kitty Ben again on the table. They would cuddle together.
Aww.
Yeah, he was basically like a cat, which is, I think, why I loved him so much.
Mercurial was planning outfits. That's fun.
Ooh, that is fun. Yeah.
Klacha, I'm bad at guessing people's signs. It's like when someone says it, it makes sense to me. But Kelli is the person who can like interact with someone and be like, oh, I bet you're this energy.
Really,
so, Kelli, do you wanna?
I don't know. I'm just getting a feel for Klacha. I'm sorry. We were talking about it, and then I hear Logan out in the kitchen being a turd.
Move it to later, Shanice.
That is a constant thing going down the road. I bet you that bitch is a Taurus. You know why she was getting on my nerves? She was a Gemini. I don't think I get along with him. He's a blah, 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 blah.
Listen.
But Kelli, your two signs match up perfectly as friends. Yeah, well, I bet you his moon sign this. I bet you Mars this.
I mean, it's accurate. He is doing an accurate impression of you, Kelli.
Listen,
don't block me. Don't block
after I
me.
figured out, because I'm like, oh, me and my husband, we're like both water sun signs. Both of our moons are fire signs. And then we have the same rising sign. And after I figured out his moon was in Aries, I'm like, it all makes sense. Everything comes together perfectly. You are chaos with feelings because he's also a Cancer for his sun sign.
Cancer is my rising.
I could see that presenting myself.
And hold on, wait, I just spent a lot of time writing this all down, and I need to find the proper page. But why don't you take a stab at Klacha?
Okay. Let me go back and read Klacha's comments.
Well, a lot of Klacha's comments were about how they're a pantser, and lots of story, lots of words.
Okay, here's
Catholicism, basically very similar to me, but potentially not the same.
Maybe Aquarius.
Sign. Yeah.
Maybe an Aquarius then is what I'm seeing. Much darker, no romance whatsoever. Oh, you're edgy. You're an edgy Aquarius, aren't you, Klacha? You're so edgy.
Klacha, let us know in the comments if Kelli continues her streak of being correct or
if I'm wrong. I mean, it's cool if I'm wrong, but I'm just going to go with your probably, you're not an Aquarius? Is it in your chart? Is an Aquarius in your chart? Or a Scorpio?
You did make us laugh. Shanice also wants you to guess what her sun sign is.
Oh boy, guys. Okay.
Okay, but then we're going to get into our tarot reading. Okay. I want to say that I did not make this graphic, so I understand that there are grammatical errors in the prompts defining like the cards, and I did not come up with them. I found this on Instagram, and I liked the spread, but there is graphic problems. Grammatical problems in the graphic, not graphic problems. Wow.
Shanice, I'm just going to go out there. I don't, maybe an earth sign.
Sun sign is when someone's like, oh, I'm a Pisces, I'm a this, I'm a that. It's just Kelli and I got more into it because there are a lot of aspects of someone's birth chart. Like I'm going to show my birth chart. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of symbols. And I wrote them out abbreviated up here. But yeah, so like Kelli and I are both Pisces sun. So that's what we, talk about most, but we do other stuff. I'm
I would like to explain it as like your sun sign is like the core or your personality or your true self. Your moon sign would be like your secret self or how you process and deal with emotional things or conflict. And your rising
sign or ascendant is how people see you.
Yeah, is your first impression you give people. So I give off Virgo energy, but in reality, I am nowhere near Virgo.
I give off Cancer.
I get that. I got that from you.
Yeah.
Like whenever I was watching you and Jordan stream together, I'm like, oh, I bet you she's a water sign. And I was like, not Scorpio. Definitely not Scorpio. I don't see it. But I was thinking like Pisces or Cancer.
I actually have Scorpio as my
moon.
Chiron?
Oh yeah, Chiron.
Yeah. I'm like, I know how to pronounce the Greek characters. So I was like, I don't know how it's pronounced in astrology.
Okay.
It's a problem with only reading stuff and not knowing.
Pisceans isn't an earth sign. Okay, not an earth sign. You seem very offended by that. Are you an air sign? I'm going to jump around. I'm sorry, guys. Pregnant brain.
Okay, Klacha, yes, please tell us.
Lay it on us, Klacha.
And then Shanice, please tell us. I swear Kelly is normally on it. It might be Pisces brain. I don't know.
Well, it might be pregnant brain, not Pisces brain.
Oh my God, wrong. I'm having. Today has been hard. I think it's because I already burned through most of my brain cells doing a very intensive grad school homework assignment for almost 2 hours before this, straight without a break. I apologize. Anyway, okay, I drew my cards. Kelly drew hers. Her cards are not tarot; they are oracles, so they're going to look different. As in, like, they're not even going to sound similar to mine, but she can extrapolate with her cards' meanings to still answer these questions. For a lot of things, you can use oracle cards in place of tarot cards, but in general, if you have both of them, oracle cards are more for like big picture stuff and themes, and tarot cards can get more nitty-gritty. And yeah, I think we're gonna start. So Kelly, do you want me to go first and completely out myself because my tarot cards dragged me this month?
Hold on. Shanice is a Cancer sun. So
Yeah.
my husband is Sagittarius moon. That's my moon. And then Capricorn rising. That's very interesting. So there is a little bit of earth in there. So people do normally get earth off of you. Because rising is your outwardly people's first impressions.
Yeah.
Yay, Luna. Yay. You want another green bean?
That's so cute. I'm just out of frame because I'm looking at mine again. I have Leo as my moon. I have Sagittarius somewhere. Oh, I have Sagittarius as my Pluto. And I have Capricorn. Is Capricorn like the only sign that I don't have anywhere in my... No. I have Capricorn in my Neptune.
Ooh.
Yeah. They far out.
It's very interesting.
But Capricorn in my Neptune means I'm self-sufficient, master of one's own life instead of riding another's coattails, and likes being my own authority and not afraid of obstacles. I also have self-discipline and moderation, which is true when it comes to eating food that's unhealthy, not true when it comes to Netflix.
Man, sounds like we should hook her up to a treadmill and use her for green energy.
Stop. Okay, Luna, here, I'll give you another one. Logan's been on a roll with
Quips.
Green energy
Quips.
heat from the sun.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Don't even get started. I can't with you right now.
Fake snow.
Oh, did you see that? The fake snow. It's fake snow.
No.
Oh my gosh. We'll talk after stream. Otto, you gotta go after stream to tell Zara about that.
Okay.
We're live on the internet right
If
now.
I'm still alive or here after stream, I might just disappear. That was a Chinese one. If you get what's going on over China, how it just you
Oh.
talk against them and you disappear.
Yeah, you talk about the government and then you disappear.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a Hillary one too.
Stop. Just go in there and work, Logan. Stop.
Okay. Chandra and Katja are both Libra suns.
Ooh.
Okay, Katja, I was going to guess Gemini for you. So I got your moon sign. I thought your moon sign was your sun sign.
So you do have an air sign somewhere in there. Aquarius is an air sign.
Chandra is Aquarius moon.
Ooh. That's what Luna's moon is Aquarius. No, that's her rising. Never mind.
Girl, know your daughter.
I don't. I'm over here just stuffing my face like, yes, food.
Well, actually, I'm going to say know your child because while, Luna is currently, we don't know. Luna may come to you later and reveal a secret.
That'll be A-okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, you know what? Know your child. Soon I'll have to say know your firstborn.
Yeah, the firstborn. That sounds like more fancy.
Yeah.
Your firstborn.
Yeah.
Very biblical.
One. Everyone after that's like what? This is just my second. Don't mind them. Could you back up? This is my sixth board. Don't mind that one. Could you imagine 6?
He's desperate for human contact, if you can't tell. He needs to be socialized.
It sounds like you're talking about an untrained pet.
He is an Aries moon.
Okay. So I'm going to go first. So the first card is it means you have personality traits from both, and it either means that they're both present at the same time, or you can swing to one to another in like different situations and states. Because I'm Pisces Aries cusp, and Kelly was like, no, you're Pisces, and then she's like, well, actually some of that's like Aries spice.
I could tell Luna is a Leo Virgo cusp as well.
It's the COVID effect. The grammar girl in me has to say it should be effect with an E.
Get out of here with that.
I'm sorry. My mom just sent me a thing that says the Netflix series every Pisces needs to binge right this second. That's my mom can hear us from the other room. Oh, the OA. That's been on my list for forever. Okay, so the first card represents what do I unintentionally adapt to? That was grammatically wrong. So I got the Queen of Wands, but reversed. So this is what it looks like upright. For people who don't know, I'm using the Penny Dreadful deck, which was the Eva Green TV series that was set in Victorian London. And that's the time period after Regency, which is when Bridgerton was set. So I like the silhouettes of the dresses better in Victorian than in Bridgerton. And basically that show, the first version of it combined a bunch of literary stories from like those times into one world. So it combined Dracula with Frankenstein and a few other things that I can't say without being spoilery. And then they rebooted the show as Penny Dreadful's City of Angels, and it was not as good. Shanice is a teacher and couldn't remember, and I keep regularly seeing this thing where someone asked their professor the difference, and the professor was like, I don't know. I wrote my entire dissertation avoiding using either word, so just avoid it at all costs. Yeah.
I like that.
That's cool. I've never seen that before. Why is that not more common? Okay. So Queen of Wands reversed means that I can sometimes like fall into feeling insecure. Which I was like, great. Or jealousy. And Kate's, I think it was her last video where she went over like the different surveys that she's had her like audience do again. One of the questions was like, how do you deal with imposter syndrome? And like, how often do you feel it? And I was like, anytime I see someone share stuff about numbers, and I'm like, because my numbers are never really good, but I'm always happy for the other person. So it's like, I'm not really jealous, but like the insecurity of not being successful. Yeah. And then the second card is, how can I distance myself from this feeling? And this one was kind of just like, it's the Three of Swords, and it's pretty broad in that it was just like, remove yourself from the situation. So I guess that would be like, I don't know, take a step back and like think about what you're feeling, or just remove yourself from the situation where you'd be seeing those numbers. But I want to stay in touch with what my friends are doing. So,
Okay, hold on. This is your number 2 card?
yeah.
Three of Swords, I always thought was a betrayal card.
I mean, it is in a relationship, but it within the context of the reading, it became like, remove yourself.
It's like you're betraying yourself. Okay. That's what I'm getting from it.
Okay. I mean, I got it as like a just step back from the situation.
I could see that. I'm just probably over here just over analyzing it with pairs on my brain. So just pregnancy. Woo.
Woo woo.
Woo woo.
Okay. And then the third card is, how can I keep myself from soaking up too much at once? Which is like a weirdly phrased thing in my opinion, which is the Seven of Swords, but reversed, which is just like turn over a new leaf, which is easier said than done. But I don't know. I think I have been in the process of like becoming friends with more and more author tubers, where it's just like, I can be happy for your success without completely hating that I'm not there myself. And then what loop can I get stuck in? This one was like really, this card really called me out because it's the Knight of Cups, but reversed. And reverse, to answer this question, means that I can get caught up in disappointment, procrastination, moodiness, obsession, jumping to conclusions, and or creative blocks. So I have been in all of those. No, normally not all at the same time, thank goodness. But like, yes, those are the things that I normally get stuck in if I get stuck in anything. And then lastly, it says, how do I break free? I think it's supposed to say from my loop instead of some my loop. I think that was just a typo from the person who made this graphic. I got the Chariot, which is great because it's a major arcana card, and it's, you know, it's just about like, it's success, ambition, and moving forward, and hard work and self-discipline. So it's good things. So it's basically, the advice for me is like, step back if you're feeling insecure, but also just keep pushing through.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. What about you, Kelly?
What? Hold on a minute. Luna's over here.
Here coughing, and she's still holding the bottle about like, no, I can still drink this warm coffee.
Luna was over there choking on her milk because it went down the wrong pipe, but she wouldn't take the sippy out of her mouth while she was coughing. So
I heard her coughing.
Yeah, so Logan had to go over there and take it from her so that way she could, like, you know.
We were like, no, it's okay. I can multitask. I can inhale the milk while drinking the milk. I'm fish.
Okay, so because I'm using Oracle cards, for Oracle cards, I just decided instead of like getting super in depth, I was just, you know, using my intuition and just whatever theme came across or generalization came across, because, excuse me, my Oracle deck is Zodiac and planets. So for my first one, what do I unintentionally adapt to? I got Cancer, which I took this as soon as I saw it. I was not happy. I'm like, yeah, okay. The caretaker of the Zodiac is Cancer. And it's also, the mom role. And if you don't know, hey, I am a mother. And there's this thing about losing yourself in motherhood occasionally. It happens to a lot of us. And also, I am a default fixer, even though I tend to be more of an introvert. And before AuthorTube, I would very much isolate myself because of how draining it would be to be around other people. But since AuthorTube and, making other friends and stuff's going great, not so much now. I still want to help and fix and help where I can. But I tend to always fall in the role of I'm always lifting someone else up or trying to lift someone else up, which is fine because I do get some intrinsic reward. I do feel good about it while I'm doing it. But at the same time, I'll also be pissed off while I'm doing it. If it's a reoccurring thing, I'll get pissed off about it. So how can I distance myself from this adaptation to automatically just assuming the mother role in every situation and circumstance and the fixing role? Was I got Soul, which whenever I saw this, I was just, all in my pregnant feelings because once upon a time ago, I used to do some work, divination work and healing work, and my patron was Apollo. So Apollo's the god of the sun, healing, music, a lot of other shit. It's pretty cool. Well, you should look into him. But soul or the sun represents the power of individualism, which I have mixed feelings about because I believe that can be very toxic at times, if we care just too much about ourselves. But I think with what I unintentionally adapt to, which is always helping someone else and being the mother or mom role, default fixer, trying to be more of an individual instead of just that default. It's also a strength and growth card, and it pulls us closer to understanding our cosmic purpose. I didn't really know where to connect that, but I thought it was a cool little tidbit I wanted to throw in.
I like it.
Thanks. Number 3, how can I keep myself from soaking up too much at once? I got Mars. Yeah. And basically how I took this was to be firm with boundaries, standing ground to push through all barriers to success. Something I was very loose with, and this year I'm trying to work on, is my boundaries because I tend to want to overhelp people. Being very brief here, someone that I have cut off because they don't respect boundaries, and because they don't, I just had to cut them out of my life completely. So I think that also applies here. But since then, I've been trying to hold my boundaries better and be more enforceful with, hey, I can't just be a doormat, But I also have to be aware of harsh aggression. That was the thing with Mars, is whenever you pull Mars, hey, stand your ground, you're going to push through and get to, your success. But just don't, be super aggressive, which I also took very seriously because I was like, oh, shit. I used to be a very angry person way back when, believe it or not. I was super temperamental, had a hot temper on me, and it's not a good time. But I need to be aware so I don't fall back into that because I have made a lot of growth and progress since then. So moving on. What loop do I sometimes find myself stuck in? So I got Taurus. And normally whenever I was instinctively going off of this, I was looking at for the first one, whenever I drew Cancer, it's okay, what theme is Cancer normally associated with? And it is the mother or father figure. It is the nurturing caretaker. Well, So whenever I looked at this and I saw Taurus, I'm like, okay, Taurus's negative traits. They can be lazy and gluttonous. I have been that for a while because I keep on procrastinating, and I just find it easier to cozy up in bed and continue to.
I also got procrastination for this one.
Yes, because I find it easier to indulge in either watching this next video or eating something that I maybe shouldn't be eating because, I still need to watch that. Like, yes, I'm pregnant, so yes, I should be able to eat whatever I want. But at the same time, there are certain things that I can't eat because I know it makes me feel crappy. So
you eat what makes you feel crappy.
Yeah, but it's like it's so good, but then like it just makes you feel crappy later, and it's
so good it literally hurts.
Literally. So it's like I kind of need to be aware of that, and it's like getting stuck in that cycle of, oh well, I'll do it eventually. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll totally do it eventually. I'll do it. So I do get stuck in that cycle. And how can I break from that cycle? I got Leo, and Leo has a lot of good qualities, but one of the things about Leos is that they're very confident, or most Leos I've met are very confident and a lot of younger Leos come off pretty cocky, and I wish I had that level of confidence. But a general theme for since November was confidence for me, and I needed to work on my confidence, and I'm over here oh, okay, I'll get to it. And
you procrastinated on the confidence.
I have.
Your cards are calling you out for it.
They are. They're like, girl, you gotta believe in yourself. And I'm like, no, I can't. But another thing Leos do is that they're very sociable. They're very into collaboration. I know the general stereotype of Leos is they like to be center of attention. And, sometimes that's true. Sometimes they do like the limelight. But they work really well in a group setting. From my personal experience, every Leo I've come in contact with is very wants to be in a group. They like that atmosphere. So I need to make
alone.
Yes. I need to work on maybe getting that out there. I just wrote down collaboration, which hint, something might be coming up.
And it's currently happening right now.
Yes, behind the scenes, it's happening. And then finding inspiration and creativity in new places. Leos are they like exploring. They like, my aunt was a Leo, and she always liked traveling. And while I'm not going to be doing traveling here anytime soon, it's just looking for that inspiration where I normally wouldn't find it. So, and then I put an extra insight card because, your girl was feeling it. And the extra insight was just kind of something that I need to know or be aware of to help me out. And the key for achieving everything this month for me. Yeah? What, baby? It's okay. Daddy didn't leave you.
What?
He's not leaving yet. You're okay. Would be Libra, which is the scales, and the scales represent balance. So I went ahead and put the key is finding balance and not overindulging in one side or the other.
You want to come help me put this in?
So
don't be gluttonous.
don't be gluttonous in my bed with the snacks that hurt me and procrastinating and just saying, yeah, one day isn't on the calendar.
But also don't be cocky in your confidence when you eventually get that either.
Yeah. When I eventually work my way up there, don't be a cocky little
shit.
Little shit. I was gonna say little shit, but I was like, I don't know if I should. Little.
You can. I'm more lax about it on my channel, but I'm now gonna grab my oracle cards to pull an extra insight card.
Mm-hmm. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You sleepy? Sorry, I'm just reading.
Sleepy. She sleeps all the time, and then she has spurts of energy when it's not convenient for me.
Sounds like my kind of dog.
I mean, she's basically a cat.
Cats are nice. I love cats. Cats need to get more love. They're great.
I have nothing against cats. I like them. I'm just perpetually scared that they're going to scratch me.
I get that. Do you have a bad instance with one as a child or something?
For some reason, I'm getting the instinct to not pull the top card, but to pull one that was sticking out. So, ooh, the warrior.
There you go.
Okay, so that means, and I don't really read reversals for my Oracle deck, although I could. 116. So this is for the ether element. And the need for strong fire energy and internal power. We entered Pisces season, and this is telling me to tap into my Aries side. Listen. Although it does make sense with the chariot.
It does, I guess. But the chariot, its zodiac correspondence is Cancer.
No, I know, but it's like saying move forward.
Yeah, channel.
Not the.
I was getting wrapped up in the things that we were talking about earlier. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm vibing. We're having a good time.
Yes, that's the point of these streams.
Yes.
And mostly to roast ourselves thanks to our cards that do it for us. And we just publicly do it because we have no fear.
Let's just put this out on the internet.
Sure.
Air our dirty laundry. No, you know what? I was actually having something. Yeah, I was reading this comment. Boundaries are hard. Passive. See, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a passive communicator, but how do I want to say this? I'll be passive up until a certain point, and then I just like am very blunt and mean. And
I'm the exact same way.
Well, like I'll try to hint to it a few times and be passive about it, but then once it gets to a point, I just get really freaking mean. And I'm just like, I need to stop that.
There are so many, like, okay, whether you do, so like whether I took a quiz about like what type, I took multiple quizzes about like what type of witch you are. And one of them was like, oh, you're really nice and all these things and you're sensitive, but don't let others take advantage of you. And like, I keep getting like that type of message in every type of personality thing that like, whether it's astrology or numerology or tarot cards or whatever I do, it's like, oh, you're super nice and easygoing, but like, don't let others take advantage of you. And then my personality is like, I think when I was younger, I let people walk all over me so much that like now it's like I'm faster to put an end to it. But it's like I gotta find the medium where it's like set a boundary, but like you don't gotta be mean about it unless they really don't get the message.
It's like 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be hard. I hope that you are able to kind of navigate it and it gets better for you. Because I mean, I'm just going to be more blunt because I normally am a pretty blunt person. And then I stopped for a while because I was hurting a lot of people's feelings because I was being overly blunt and it was coming across very rude and mean. And I wasn't meaning that to be. But now I'm like, nah, I'm just going to default back to that. Hey, hold on 1 second.
Klacha made a new cover for their book. For her book. Cool.
Nice.
I've heard Blender is good. I've never used it.
I've never heard of Blender. I don't really mess around with like digital design. I actually went to trade school for it and like digital arts, but I always for some reason was more of like a fine artist.
I like that though.
Thank you.
People have their things.
Yeah, Luna, what are you doing? Okay. I'm sorry, she's like over here messing with something, and it's not that she's like getting into it, it's just I'm trying to watch her because I don't want her to like. Okay, there we go. She's fine now. Ugh. Talking about Blender. I have to check that out. Ooh, do we want to see? I got my March.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hide the tarot thing now because we're done with it.
Yes, I got my March bullet thing out that normally I was having issues doing, but I did it. So yeah, I'm not gonna like show you guys all in depth because I don't want you guys to see the videos that I'm uploading, but I do have the whole month planned for videos. So
I just set up the month, like the grid yesterday, and I did put in my school assignments.
yeah,
So that I wouldn't forget to. So the red, sorry, the lighting's a bit. I turned it off because it was giving me a headache. But the red is all school stuff, and like the first week, I have these two things. They're in red. They're events, and I only have 2 assignments due this week, and one I already did earlier today, and then the other one I can't do because my teacher has to send us stuff, and I'm still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
And then next, the second week in March is gonna like kill me. I have something due every single day, including Friday, which I don't have class on Fridays, and I have something due that Friday, and then I have something due the following Monday, even though it's the first day of spring break.
That's terrible. Do you got her?
Yeah,
The
she
bottle.
got diapers in her bag, right?
Yeah, I put diapers. I put wipes in her bag. The only thing that I don't think's in her bag is her rash cream, but she doesn't really have a rash, so she doesn't need it. But her sippy, I think, is in our room. I just don't know where she had it at
No, I got a
last.
sippy.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me her big? It's right under your chair.
Yeah, I'll get her. Here you go.
Is she going on a trip?
Yeah, they're going up to babysit for my cousin while he goes and looks at a house.
Oh.
I said that I was live streaming, but Logan's like, yeah, I don't mind. I'll go up. So Logan's going to go up and sit.
That's nice.
All right, love you too.
This is my Kanban board, but it only has the 2 novels that are in my trilogy that I'm like, my new adult sci-fi, so I don't mind sharing it. Like I don't have any other secret stuff on here. Yes. And then these are all my video ideas, but I'm so behind. Like these are for the whole year. And I did 1, 2. I did 3 videos in January, and I pushed 4 to this month, and I haven't done any for this month.
Girl, I wish I had that many ideas. I was trying to figure it out, and I like had stuff right now. I'm like, you know what? This is good. This is good. And I'm like, some people out here, they just can, the ideas just come, and I'm over here like struggling. It's a struggle bus.
Oh, I like force myself to come up with a lot of ideas, but they're just, I'm like looking at this and I'm just like, oh my goodness.
It's okay. It's all right.
But there are certain ones I had planned for March that like I think I'm gonna still do for this month instead of like trying to do all the ones from February because they're the ones that like I'm excited for. But it's just
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Hell.
Okay. Oh my God. That's awful.
Why?
Why would they do that? Like, what's their reasoning?
Bastards.
That's not cool.
Like, are you going to be able to get out earlier? Like, are they just adjusting the
Yeah,
semester?
like, are you going straight through and then you finish?
Yeah, and then like
They put you earlier, but still,
that is weird. Still,
that's not cool.
I'm just thinking back to whenever I was in college. Back when I was in college, I thought I was going to start on YouTube then and then do the whole bit. And I'm happy I didn't, because I would have been really overwhelmed and really hated myself. Because I find out whenever I'm overwhelmed, I really hate myself.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
They adjusted the semester timeline. They don't want people to travel. I know, but like my school. Okay, I mean, last year when the world was shutting down, they like quote unquote ruined spring break because they made everyone come back and move out of the dorms the second day or the third day of spring break, even though people had stupidly gone to travel. So people had to come back and then like move out of the dorms permanently. Whereas, people had assumed that they could leave their stuff in the dorms, go on spring break, and then come back. I was like already living with my mom there was some family stuff going on. So I kind of had to move home quasi-ish. And then I got that email and I was like, this is such a pain in the ass. But like I'd already half moved out. So my mom and I went down wearing masks and moved everything out. But like there was technically still a spring break. Like once you moved out, you had the rest of like that week as a break. And this year we have a break. They're just saying like, please don't travel. But I bet people are going to travel. But I'm remote. So like, I'm not going to be around any of those people who probably didn't travel responsibly.
I'm not going to get political.
I want to hear it after we end the stream.
Okay. Okay. We'll talk then, because I'm over here like, girl, I know you would agree with me. I know we have similar views on it, but I just don't want to, because, this is a fun, we're chilling. And I know once I start, I'm not going to stop. And then that's going to bleed into other topics that I'm very passionate about. People are going to be like side-eyeing me. Listen, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't get out much. I just have all these thoughts.
And as a Pisces, all these feelings.
I've been in the Pisces. I'm like feeling all of these thoughts. I'm very, very passionate about this.
Yeah. My birthday's on during spring break. So my mom's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I'm like, well, we're still in lockdown again. So
you know what we're doing for my birthday? Because Logan
on Tuesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday's my birthday, guys.
Everyone wish Kelli an early happy birthday. And if you are going to come back here tomorrow morning on my channel where she'll be a guest for me again for writing sprints, you can also wish her a happy birthday.
Don't wish a happy early birthday. You always want to wish the day of or after belated, because if you do it before, I believe it is a superstition in Russia that can bring that person bad luck until their next birthday.
Okay, I didn't know it was.
It's okay.
No, actually, I didn't know Russia. I knew in Hungary that was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Chinese New Year, you're not supposed to wish someone Happy New Year until the person has gotten out of bed or you've bound them to bed for the whole year. And you can't wake someone else up either, because then you've doomed that person to be like at the whims of other people for the whole year, like following orders of others.
I was watching something that I really thought was beautiful, and Logan's over here like, I mean, that's cool, but like we could do that with food, because I was telling him about Lunar New Year, and I was like, would it be weird if I wanted to like kind of try something like that next year or something, like during the time span that it is happening? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, I think the culture is beautiful. It's just really nice. I really like the food, the decoration. And I was like, It's just be something different, and also to show Luna like there's other, like I don't want to be like, ooh, white people cultural night, you know what I mean? But I was looking into like the food and like how the lau mein noodles, I believe, like they are really long because you want to have a long, prosperous life. I'm like, how cool is that? Like they put, yeah. I'm like, there's so much thought into it. And I'm like, I just think that's really nice that there's so much thought into like what you're eating and like the order that you're eating.
Hand-pulled noodles, watching that is there's something so satisfying about it. Like when my mom and I visited China, I'm turning the same age as you, but like a week after you. So
24.
What number is that now? Turning 24. Okay, we're turning 24. Yeah. Sorry. When I was 10, we went back to China, and in our hotel, there was a guy who was like doing the dough and was doing it so fast that like he was doing the flour on the surface and rubbing it, but my mom thought it was a dish rag, because he was like moving it so fast it didn't look like dough. And then but then we saw him like pulling it and like hanging it up on the thing on top, and it was just really cool. But that's why you're never supposed to bite a noodle, because you're cutting the life short.
Yes, and then with dumplings, if the more folds you have in your dumplings, it's like the more like wealth. Because, but it's like also if you don't fold your dumpling well, that's like bad financial for like the year. And Logan, whenever I told him that, he's like, "Oh, you want to make dumplings?" He's like, "You put all the folds in the dumplings, Kelly. Don't cook those till you get them right." And I was like, "Stop."
I mean, I'm sure that my roommate in China could like teach a dumpling cooking class to everyone in America, and her mom would still be like, no, because she made dumplings for my Thanksgiving before the world shut down. And everyone met her and everyone loved her. And then she was like, oh yeah, I sent a picture to my mom, and my mom said I was sloppy. And I was like, yikes.
Isn't that like the stereotype is that typically Asian parents are very critical?
Yeah. My roommate at NYU was from China. I didn't have a roommate in China. She is currently, I did, but it's not like I was living in China and my roommate was there. She's from China and she is currently back in China with her parents.
Once I start unpacking, I'm going to show you that little teddy bear that I got. Remember I was telling you about that on a separate stream?
Yes.
So cute. It's like, I put it with like my very like special things because I'm like, oh, this is one of my treasures. Like my little personal, like I love it so much. It's so cute.
Oh, that's cool.
See, that was the thing. Like I live in like relatively like it's white Appalachia. Like it's very white Appalachia here. And I'm like, I want to do it because I want Luna to see there's more than just white Appalachia, but then I don't want to do it because like appropriation or whatever. So it's like, I'm like, I don't want to like, I don't know. I'm very torn about it because I don't want to be like white people, like cultural night. Let's do like the taco night. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to do it, I want it to be right and accurate.
I mean, if you want, I can like message you my Chinese roommate's Instagram handle and you can message her. Assuming Instagram works for you.
Yeah, assuming it works for me. I'll probably like follow them for a while and then just be like, so.
She has two different ones. She has one for her and then she has one where she only posts pictures of Chinese food. And it makes me hungry every time I see it.
I'm going to have to follow both of them, both accounts.
I'm private messaging you in the chat because we both know that Instagram's being weird.
Yes. I'm so sorry that Instagram's being weird for you.
No, I don't know. I messaged them on Instagram. I removed the third-party apps I had connected to my Instagram because that's supposedly something that could be it. I don't know. Did she change her name? I think she changed her Instagram name.
I think I found it.
No, that's one of them.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember the other one.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone. This is probably not what you signed up for when you came in to watch the stream. What are other people planning for this month? Like, do you plan out? I saw that Shanice was planning out Instagram content, and I know Sarah Sutton does that, but she's actually hosting her Plan With Me live stream tomorrow on Instagram. Yeah. So what do you plan? What do you like? And like when you're planning, are you very specific about like this day, this thing? Or are you more general where you're like, by this date, this thing, or this month, I want to do this?
Oh, see, I want to plan Instagram stuff out more, but like it just seems like a lot of extra right now that I don't need on my plate.
That's how I feel too.
The food looks really good, by the way. I'm looking at it. I'm like very hungry now.
I told you not to.
Oh, I know, but it looks so good and it looks good, okay?
I mean, it does, and I'm sure it is. And I cannot find her Instagram name for the life of me because she changed it, and I don't remember what she changed it to.
It's okay.
Anyway.
I'll find her.
If you all would like to follow my Chinese roommate's definitely public account, and could feel hungry all the freaking time, you can follow her on Instagram because I know she's not shadow banned.
I
don't know what's happening.
I feel so bad, and it's not even like Mercury's in retrograde right now.
No, Mercury ended.
Yeah, like Mercury was done screwing with you, and then boom.
Well, you and my other friend told me that you had this issue on the 18th. So technically it was still Mercury in retrograde, but it's ended. So this BS should be over.
Ooh, you know what I thought was weird?
What?
Well, we'll talk about it off stream. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was going to say, and I'm like, no, Kelli, this is going to come off this way. And that's not how you mean it. I'll say it after, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Camp is no. Stop. We have 1 month until camp, Nano.
Yeah.
I can't even right now. I mean, hey, there's April's content, I guess.
And March, if you're like Kate and do March.
She's
so funny. Someone else came up with a better one, but it didn't like stick in my head because Kate's Parch has been in my mind for like 2 years.
Oh. Parch. I can't. It's so funny.
Definitely one of my video ideas for March is like plans.
I should have written.
This is the wrong journal. I was looking for my YouTube plans and my Book of Shadows, which clearly was not going to be in there.
Great. Okay. This would be bonus content, maybe. Where can I squeeze you in at?
Bless you, Mom.
You're so sweet. No.
I have so many things in my bullet journal. There we go. Okay.
Okay, we'll see if we can squeeze it in on that day.
Okay. Oh, here's something I just thought of. I'm gonna say my ideas for March. I'm gonna stick to 4 because I honestly can't promise that I'm gonna be able to do like 8 like I originally planned because I clearly couldn't do 1 in February. And if you are a monthly supporter on my Ko-fi page, you can vote on what my next video idea is. So like which one, the order that they go in. So I have Into the Woods as an idea.
I actually want to watch that one.
Yeah, I love that musical. Into the Woods or Cinderella. So it would be one or the other probably, because I'm so behind on like writing content for my YouTube channel, because January was more musical-y than I thought it was going to be, kind of. And then writing with PTSD or traumatizing books I read way too young.
I feel that.
And then obviously a video of announcing my Camp NaNoWriMo plans, which would probably be like earlier in the month. So that one's not up for debate. And then books I love on craft, which isn't up for debate, but would be like when. Or actually, no, that could be up for debate because it's either that or like advice for writing a series, which was requested by Jessica Williamson and Kate Kavanaugh during their AuthorTube chat in January. And then Lizelle Sandberg, who was in the like comments of that chat, also requested it.
See, I am like, I love watching advice videos, but personally, like for me, I'm like, I did a poll on my Instagram. It's like, hey, what do you guys want to see more of? Blah, 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 blah. And one of those things was advice. And a lot of people picked advice videos. And I'm like, I'm going to be real bad at this. But I'll try. And the first few, like some people were like, oh yeah, this is great. This is good. Like was well received. But then my build a template with me thing, for some reason, Act 3 is the most watched of that build a template with me. And I'm like, okay. Okay. Are we struggling with Act 3? Is this what the struggle is? Middle.
Yes, that's why my mom wanted to move to Toronto if things didn't get better in the United States.
See, that's what we talked about, moving to Canada for multiple reasons. One of the reasons is the healthcare.
Yeah.
You've all got issues over here and needs that free healthcare, or it would be helpful. But we were talking about it, but I don't know if I could do like a big city. I'm very small town. You want to know how many people live in the town I'm living in right now?
20.
Like maybe 100. Maybe.
That's the number of people who are in my grade.
No, girl.
High school.
So many.
I had 36 in my nursery through junior high. Most traumatizing years of my life.
I'm sorry.
Psychologically speaking, not like superlative or hyperbolically speaking.
Yeah, if we could time travel right now, I'd go back in time.
I would de-slap a lot of people.
Trust me, I would for you. We would be friends because I was also like outcasted as a child, but I was like the mean kid who was outcasted. So like no.
I was the person who like never got involved in drama, but because I didn't get involved in drama, they would all team up against me
and pull you
to like insult me. And it's like, really, what the is wrong with you?
Like, come on, guys, I'm minding my own business. Damn it.
Into the Woods. Okay, so clearly Into the Woods over the Cinderella musical, because it also has Cinderella, slightly different, but still. Okay, so Into the Woods. Into the woods and out of the woods.
Oh, is that the song?
Before dark. Except not really. Yeah. New York City, I think it's in the millions, but I never remember.
That's a lot of people in one place. I went to California once as a child.
Yeah, 8 million. That's what I thought.
That's a lot of people in one place. Oh my gosh.
8 million.
That's a lot of people. See, I want like acreage between me and other people. I want some nice acreage. When I have like, I don't know.
mean, New York City to me doesn't feel crowded until I go somewhere that's less populated, and I'm like, oh, I guess it is kind of crowded. But like, it never feels. I don't know.
I was talking to Logan. I was like, once Miss Rona sees her way out, and vaccines are given to people, and like stuff is taken care of, everything's done. I was like, Zara and Kahila were talking about maybe like coming down. Like, how much fun would that be? Like with my writing friends. And he was like, yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe we'd be in like the new house or the basement be done in this house. And I was like, yeah. And I was like sitting here, I'm like, so Keela's from California, you're from New York. And I was like, they're going to come to this little town and be like, Kelly, what do you do for fun here?
I mean, we probably would, but like, also the thing is that like, I like it for a vacation. Like, I could never move out of a city permanently. Like, it's just not in me. I tried multiple times.
And I feel like I could come visit you, and if I didn't have a panic attack, we could like make it like maybe like a week thing, but then I'd have to come back.
Yeah, no, here's the thing is that like I feel like the more and more I meet other author tubers, a lot of them are like, oh my God, I'd love to visit New York, emphasis on visit. Like I could never live. And I'm like, you know what? If I had space for you, like as a guest room, for maybe one person, you guys didn't mind like being roommates once, as you said, Miss Rona sees her way out. Yes. Like I would be okay with people visiting and basically being an Airbnb / boarding house, like for author tubers who want to come to New York that I'm friends with. And like they stay for a bit and then they leave, and then someone else who wants to visit can stay for a bit and then
they leave. Once upon a time ago, you want to hear how overconfident Kelly was?
Sure.
I'm very overconfident over here. I wish I could channel some of that right now, but I was like, I'm gonna write this book. It's gonna be a series. I'm gonna pitch it, and they're gonna take it as a series. Like the whole, like you're not the exception thing. Yeah, little 18-year-old, 19-year-old me didn't really realize that rule, and I was just going for it, man. I was going for it. I was being ambitious, and I was like, I'm going to write this book, and then I'm going to have it as a series, and then we'll go to New York, and maybe I'll get to meet my agent in person. How cool would that be? And like just going on and on and on about it, and obviously none of that happened. But I've always have wanted to visit. And if, you get your little Airbnb set up, and then I'll get like a little country hick Airbnb set up around me. Where anyone wants to be back in the backwoods, down in the holler. In the holler.
I think a lot of people's go-to setting for like the US is New York, just because it's in so much media.
Mm-hmm.
But there are also a lot of things set in like California too. And then a lot of things are filmed in California. And then there are a lot of things that are filmed in Vancouver because it's cheaper.
See,
that are supposed to be New York or California.
I like the idea. I went to Florida. I'm sorry if anyone is a native Floridian. I can't do Florida. It gets like freaking humid at 8 a.m. and I'm like, ew. I can't. Can't do that.
Is it our politics?
I'm sorry if it is. We do have shitty politics. It can be very stupid.
There was a lot of things are filmed in Atlanta too.
Georgia's pretty. Georgia's really pretty.
What was I gonna say? I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
We were talking about politics and how shitty they can be.
The clip in the newsroom, the TV show that starred Jeff Daniels. There's a clip where he's running for something or whatever, and some like Fox News type of person, so white, female, thin, blonde, asks like, how do you feel about like the US being the number one country in the world? And like Jeff Daniels just rips into it and is like, we're not. We're like this in education, this in poverty, this in blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, whoever thinks like America's the best is like.
Listen, I was talking to Logan when we were talking about Japan. Logan and I both want to visit Japan at some point in time. I was also talking to RP about Japan because his parents have visited pre-COVID. And he was talking about like the stories that his parents were saying and how great it was. And I was like, oh, it sounds like a utopia. I'm like, Japan is the only utopia on earth. They're talking about like how clean, like the cleanliness, like everyone actually uses like the recycling and stuff. And like RP is from the UK. Yes.
We trash.
Yeah. It's But RP was saying how like in the UK, a lot of their like vending machines get vandalized and stuff. And oh yeah.
You chat a lot more with RP than I do, so like it makes sense that you go off of writing.
Oh yeah, we were talking about all sorts of stuff because I think what started this conversation was tea, because we were talking about tea, and then we got talking about like snack machines, and then we got into like the Japan talk and the traveling talk, and he was saying that whenever his parents traveled there, that Japanese, like, they don't vandalize their public, what am I thinking of? The vending machines, the public things, because, you know, you pay for it to have it there because it's a public thing for you to use. But in the UK, it's like, let me just, you know, beat this thing, break it open and take whatever. And then it's like the food that's actually put in the machines. Like in the UK, it's obviously sweets and stuff like what we would have here in the US. But I guess in Japan, it's more healthy foods that's actually going to sustain you. And I was like, oh, that would be so nice.
But like, even like England and France, which believe me, I understand they have problems. They have so many fewer trash cans on the street than New York City, and yet there's so much less trash on the street because people don't litter there. Although people litter more in London than they do in Paris.
I just want to go to Japan.
And the metro is cleaner than the tube, which is definitely cleaner than the New York City subway. But the Massachusetts T is cleaner than New York.
Talking about subway trains and stuff.
Yeah, they're all called different things. So
I went to DC whenever I was in college.
DC is so nice.
No, listen, I cannot do the subways. I got so sick.
Oh no.
Like, I don't know if it's just because obviously I'm not used to that form of transportation where like everyone else, this was like their daily thing. See, that's freaking cool. That would be so convenient. And then you don't have to, Japan, the utopia of Earth. Yeah, I think I saw something about that too.
I think New Zealand's also supposed to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Did you see New Zealand lifted all their bans and they were able to have cookouts?
Yeah, I don't know if that's smart.
I'm just a little bit jealous. They listened to science first, I guess. What were we doing?
People are calling Fauci a downer, and my mom and I got pissed about it.
I love how we're
scientist.
I love how we're trying really hard not to get into it, but we're kind of subtly hinting like where we stand. I heard good things about New Zealand as well.
Yeah. Okay, we've devolved heavily. So I think what I'm going to do is leave it this unless people. Oh, do you know when we're doing this again on your channel?
Hold
In
on,
March?
Look, yeah, let me pull out my book and we'll plan it right now in front of everybody for our planning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll go offline and then it'll just be.
Then we'll just rant to each other.
Yeah, then we'll rant about all the politics that we didn't want to get really, really into.
Yeah. We'll just be like, "Rrr." It'll be great. Logan will come back. He'll be like, what's going on? And I'll be like, shh, we get each other.
Or, I mean, he could come in with his whippy quips that we didn't get to hear earlier.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know you don't want me to encourage him, but I also need socialization.
Listen, both of you can just take your Aries and go in a separate room together.
There are times when like I would say something funny and my mom would be like, oh, that's so funny. I was like, I'm not trying to be, but I'm glad you think it's witty.
Yeah. Like he can be very like on it. And some days it's like great and we can like banter back and forth. But other days I'm like, I want to strangle you.
Yeah, I think I can identify with that.
So do we want to, obviously Saturdays work for me because Thursdays and Fridays I babysit and help my cousin out. So, and I know Sundays you got your things going on. Do we want to do Saturday the 27th?
I'm pretty sure that would work.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Saturday the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing.
Ooh.
I do know that like the following week I have a bunch of homework due, but I'd be working on that stuff. It's not like I'd only be working on that stuff like right before it. So yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead. I think I'm doing live streams. Okay, live streams I'm doing on other people's channels are pink. Bonus videos are purple. Regular content is black ink. So that's what we're doing. Okay.
Okay. Where is my purple pen? There we go. Because I already assigned red for school to be like, this is red, very important. So purple is my author color. But when I do tasks, I actually now assign purple to one of my classes, to my favorite class of the semester. So I do my author stuff in the day-to-day in black, but in my calendar, it can still be purple.
I love it. Yeah, I have like videos and content in black ink. And then I have personal stuff in blue ink, like doctor's appointments when I'm babysitting. And then I have lives that I'm doing with people in pink. And then I have like potential bonus videos in purple, mainly because the boxes are in purple. So I think next month I'm doing the boxes in pink. I'm working with limited colored pens right now.
I have so many, but I normally limit it to like a few every day. But if I show you this, yesterday I was writing stuff in red because I was like, oh, it's school. And because like you can see in my time tracker, that's schoolwork. And then I realized, oh, shoot, it's for my purple class, though. So I had to white it out and write it in purple.
Yo, we want to do noon 30 again?
Works for me.
Noon 30. Okay. All right. Oh, and also, it is coffee, not Ko-Fi. I thought it was Ko-Fi.
I did too. It is actually Ko-Fi. It rhymes with no fee.
Oh.
What the creators were like after all of us ambassadors in the private Discord were like, is it coffee because it's a mug, like the logo, or is it Ko-Fi because that's what we think it's spelled like? And they're like, no, it's Ko-Fi. Rhymes in no fee. And we're like, great. Now we know how to properly promote this.
Let me go ahead and note that in case I do end up doing it.
Yeah. I told Kate in the comments of her last video, but I don't know if she read that part because she said in a stream after that, she still said Ko-Fi. So I need a message again and just be like, Kofi, rhymes with no fee.
I want to do it, but I feel like I would be very limited. Like I don't have services to offer. Like I could obviously offer mother advice and try to fix you, but that's not healthy.
That could be cool though. That could be so cool.
No, it would be very like I thought about doing like tarot readings. Like I could do a tarot reading for you, but I need to find.
I have that as a benefit to my monthly Kofi supporters.
You know what? We'll sit down.
I'll help you brainstorm.
Yeah, because I'm over here like I don't know, man. I'm just a mom trying to do some writing stuff.
But you could just have it as a tip jar anyway. You don't have to like sell extra stuff if you don't think you have anything to sell. Which I mean, I think you could do commissions for tarot readings, like you just said.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. You know. Over here, I'm over here like second guessing it now. I'm like, oh no, what happens if I get someone's wrong? Like I used to do this for funsies, and I have a whole notebook of people I've read, and I would like ask them to rate their experience, and everything was stars. Like I was so official.
Yeah, you should go back to that.
I miss like 19-year-old Kelly's ambition. I had like, I don't know what happened. Depression. Postpartum depression is real, guys. Be nice to your mother friends, or if you have mom friends, reach out to them. They need people.
You, the right mama.
Natalie,
yeah. That's not the first thing I think of when I think of Natalie, but you're totally right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me, Jen, Natalie. I'm trying to think of who else. Those are always the people I think of first.
Oh, Amara Franklin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The Vixen of Fiction.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Isn't Sarah Cahill a mom too?
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like I say her name wrong.
I do too. I think it's Cahill.
Cahill.
I might be wrong.
I'll have to ask her and not try to be weird about it because
I always mess it up, and I've heard her say it at the start of her video. So I just she's a mom of 4.
Dang, she is killing it.
I know, right?
Mom of 1. Occasionally, whenever I'm helping my cousin, I have all of them together as 4, and I do okay. But whenever he picks them up, I'm like, I just go back to 1. And I'm like, okay.
I feel like we should make a list of like mom author tubers, and just like at the end of every video, like you like send some love to the moms of the internet.
Yeah, it's struggling. Oh, and then I know internet parent really isn't like a mom, but internet parent parents a lot of us.
Yeah, internet parent takes care of all of us.
Yeah, internet
parent. Give some love to Moon Bunny Creative.
Yes, they are. Yeah, Sage is great. They are great. They are internet parent and take care of us because we're all messes. Who else do we want to shout out in this live stream?
Well, Holly Davis will be joining us tomorrow on my channel for writing sprints. So Katja and everyone here who came, assuming this was sprints, A, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but B, you get it tomorrow. The only time I'm sprinting on Saturdays is like if there's a special thing. So the Worldwide Write-a-thon in March, I'm sprinting on a Saturday.
I saw that was going on, and I was like, do I want to? And I was like, no, we can't do it right now. Because I'm like, maybe. I'm like, no. And also, we did this today, so that way tomorrow, me and Zara aren't constantly talking because we've done that in some past sprints.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we need to really shut up now.
Yeah. Yes, Klacha will be there at 9 a.m.
Yes, we will see you then.
Yeah, so I think, Kelly, do you want to do your outro?
I think my outro is similar to my intro.
Mine is too, but I just mean, do you want to like?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm like over here like, oh, it's not that different, you know. Excuse me. Hello. My name's Kelly. I am a fantasy writer, a domestic goddess, which is a fancy way of saying I'm a stay-at-home mom and wife. And I captain the Hot Mess Express. And if that sounds interesting to you, I also make the videos here on the YouTubes. And you should go check them out. Like, subscribe, all of that shit, you know, all the good stuff. Comment helps a girl out. So
She's linked down below.
yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, my name is Sarah Hoffman. I'm a self-published author of young adult paranormal romance and new adult sci-fi romance, and soon to be many other genres. But so far, just those two. I make videos here on YouTube infrequently, but trying to be better about it, about musical theater and writing. And I host writing sprints here on my channel every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and every Friday on Twitch at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you all tomorrow bright and early.